Hi. Just before Mark was heading off to work, and he went into the garage, and I heard him go, "Oh, Steph, you gotta come here!" So I sort of ran in there, and well, didn't I went to the door, and he's like, "Oh, there's a massive huntsman." So I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "On the back of the door." So I'm like, "Well, maybe I won't open the door." He's like, "Just open it slowly." So I open it and go in, and I'm expecting, Mark does overreact to insects. He's quite English in that way. I'm used to it because I grew up in Oz, but I thought, oh yeah, it'll be a huntsman, it'll be fine. I went in and it was a really big huntsman. It was a huge Spider-Man. And I was like, right, okay. He's like, oh, you've got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. And I'm just looking at it, and I know what they're like. If you try and catch those buggers, they'll run directly at you, and it's pretty fast and pretty scary. And I'm just like, I'm not really in the mood for that right now. So I kind of just said, oh, maybe we'll just wait and see if it moves on. Maybe probably won't come inside, or there's not that many insects inside. I'm sure it'll just move on. It's my way of saying no fucking way. That thing's huge. Get it away from me. It was a biggie. It was a healthy looking one too. So I'm like, no, don't want that running at me. Thank you very much. But it's quite funny. In Australia, it has a reputation for having everything's poisonous and everything's out to get you, and all this kind of stuff. Which, like, obviously, a lot of things are poisonous, but most of them really aren't out to get you. They're more out to avoid you at all costs. But I got to tell you, huntsman, it's not poisonous, but it's not shy it doesn't try to avoid you. It's certainly got intimidation tactics going on, especially when it raises up its legs at you. You're like, ah, get me out of here. It's such a small thing. I love spiders. I do, but not when they're running at me really fast. I actually love spiders. It's kind of weird. Everybody who hates them always points out, oh, look at this, look at that. But I don't actually see them as ugly things. I just see them as large insects. Those the really big sort of bird-eating spiders that you could fit in your hands. Those huge ones in the Amazon and stuff. I think they're actually really beautiful, and the only reason they wouldn't be beautiful is if they're like launching at your face or something, or if they're poisonous. But ultimately, they're really quite gentle and amazing animal, I think. And obviously, they're not gentle when they're getting prey and stuff. But I saw this whole series of photos of little jumping spiders. They're like microscopic little spiders, and they're really close up with their faces, and they're completely adorable, really adorable. But I just see them as kind of like quite beautiful animals, and if they're furry and hairy, I kind of think, well, it's just a mouse with 8 legs, isn't it? An alien mouse that wants to eat your face, but it's still cute in a way. I do like them, but the slow ones and the kind of small and the gentle ones, I do not like fast ones at all. They're terrifying. And of course, poisonous ones you got to avoid. But in general, I think insects are kind of they don't. I was about to say they don't bug me as much as other people, but I suppose that's not entirely true. Mosquitoes, everyone hates them. Flies in Australia, they're annoying. Always in the house buzzing, and even doesn't matter if you close the door, if you open it an inch for a second, they come in. It's like, oh, let's just get out of my room, buzzing away. I always feel sorry for a fly trapped in a house. It's kind of like they've only got a couple of days or however long their life cycle is, and they just get stuck indoors. But it's kind of like us as humans, isn't it? It's kind of like a nice metaphor for the burbs. You go somewhere that looks appealing, then you get trapped and you die. Never having once experienced anything you were supposed to do with your life. I do find them on the windowsill, and it's kind of like, oh, you poor dude. Like, that was your experience, was just headbutting a piece of glass your whole life, looking out, desperately trying to get out there. It's such a metaphor for my experience in the burbs. It's not funny. Well, it is funny. So yeah, it's kind of I like insects, I really do, and I think we're so quick to kind of just slap them away or crush them up. It's like, can you kill it? And I'm like, I'm not just gonna kill this animal just because it's like in our house. Like, Shouldn't we be getting killed by all the crows and parrots that we stole their land from? Like all the koalas should be coming in and rising up and killing us because we're destroying their habitat to build these bloody shoebox houses out in the ticky tacky neighborhoods and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of weird. I find it odd when people their first instinct is just kill it, kill it with fire because really it's got just as every right as you do to be there, and its life's only like a couple of weeks, so like give it a break, like let it do its thing. I mean, as long as it's not like in your face. The mosquitoes you've obviously got to be worried about because of diseases and stuff, and yeah, they are just, there seems to be no reason for their existence other than to be annoying to humans and food for frogs. But I'm sure they play an important role in the world. But yeah, I guess just kind of like try and look at insects a little bit. They're alive. They've got a right to be there. You wouldn't sort of kill a kitten because it was like came into your house or something. So why would just immediate response just be to kill a spider because it came into your house? They're actually pretty good for your house. They get rid of a lot of the flying insects, and they're pretty cool. As long as they're in a corner, they're out of the way, they're doing their thing, and they live quite amazing lives, really. And it's something, yeah, I think people should maybe just stop it was being so freaked out by insects because they're all right. And in Australia, it's yeah, there are a lot of them, but you get used to them and you just share with them, and it's all good. So yeah, it was just a little funny thing to have this morning. I thought I'd share with you. Okay, bye.